Hi guys, I'm Abby Stuart and today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of what is inside of my volleyball bag. So I know when I started playing volleyball, I didn't really know what you were supposed to have in your volleyball bag. Girls would come to volleyball practice with these giant bags and they would have all this equipment. So today I'm going to be taking you on a tour of what I like to keep inside of my bag. Okay, so to do this tour, I'm thinking I'm just going to go from outer pocket all the way down to my inner pockets. There's a lot of stuff in this bag, so let's just get right into it. Okay, so this portion of my bag is kind of filled with random things, but I'm going to tell you what's in here and why they're in here. First things first, I keep Vaseline, and you may be like, what? I use it for my lips because they get really chapped when I'm playing. And then I also, when you get injured on a court, you can't really use band-aids, especially when it's a rug burn. So this is really good to keep on hand to put on anything like a rug burn or any injuries like that from where you're sliding on the floor and your skin just scrapes. Great to have around. Next things I have are these little rolls of tape. These are for if you get injured. Typically I get injured in my fingers or your ankle or your wrist and you need to tape it. This is really important to have on hand, and I just have different widths of tape depending on what part of you gets injured. And seeing how much I get injured, and it's not like huge injuries obviously, this is more of like a straining of a muscle or popping of a joint, it's good to have these on hand. Next, I have a hairbrush because my hair is always tangled after school, and it's good to have this so I can just put it into a sleek back ponytail that'll stay in for the entire game. And then I keep backups for things, so like my jerseys will go in this pocket, but then also I have a backup sports bra, backup pairs of athletic socks, backup pair of spandex, and a backup shirt for practices and things like that, just in case, because sometimes in the morning I'll get running out of the house and I'll leave a pair of spandex, I'll leave my practice spandex at home. So it's good to have things like this in the bottom of your bag that can always be used in case you forget. So that's the end of that first pocket. Okay, moving on to the middle pocket of my bag. This is more so volleyball gear that I feel like everyone needs. So right on top are my ankle braces. These are more so for front row players, middle blocker, all that kind of deal. I play middle, right side, and outside, so I definitely need ankle braces, a lot of jumping, a lot of running, and this just ensures that your ankles aren't going to get hurt. They're not going to be rolling around. This is going to hold them in place. And a lot of people say that ankle braces will make your ankles weaker, but you can always do, like I do, ankle exercises at home which strengthen your ankles and then also makes them to the point where they're not going to get injured as easily. Alright, next I have my volleyball shoes. These are my KDs. I use these for volleyball, and I typically pair these with my ankle braces a lot. They're actually basketball shoes, but I would highly recommend that if you're a volleyball player, you buy basketball shoes, because volleyball shoes do not have the support that you need to play as well as you can. So there's my first pair of shoes, and then I also have another pair of shoes. These are Nike, whatever. They're just like random Nike shoes. I needed white shoes for the club I was playing at, so we bought these as well. And so I keep both pairs in my bag because I'll alternate what days I'm wearing them. Typically for games, I'll wear my black ones, so these ones I wear for practices because my black ones go with my ankle braces. And these I don't really need to wear ankle braces because they go a little bit higher than my other ones. Then I have my knee pads. These are dirty, but they've lasted me for a very long time. Just throw them in the washing machine, but I have my knee pads. I just use these Adidas ones and they work great. If you're a volleyball player, you need knee pads. You know, you can pass with regular tennis shoes and not having ankle braces, but you absolutely need to have knee pads in your volleyball bag. So that's the end of that pocket. Let me shove everything back in there and we'll move on to the next pocket. Alright guys, so my next pocket is kind of like this front pocket in the front of my bag. And this is what I call like my volleyball If you're a girl playing volleyball, these are your essentials for just staying on top of things and making sure you have absolutely everything you need. So first thing up, hair ties, not only for yourself but also for other players on the court. These will be gone by the end of the season, and I'll probably need to restock them actually, but you know, sometimes you need a hair tie, sometimes hair ties break, other girls will be asking for hair ties, so it's just always good to have some on hand that you can give out and also use for yourself. Next is deodorant. Obviously some people don't want to share their deodorant, but I cannot explain to you the amount of times I've been asked for people to borrow my deodorant. So this season, I don't usually give people my deodorant, but this season I think I'm going to have a deodorant for myself and a deodorant in case someone's like, I really need deodorant like right now. Like an emergency one for them to use. But then this is my deodorant I like to use. It's the Old Spice. I like gel, aluminum free deodorant. And this just does better for me when I'm playing sports, because whenever I use the white kind of deodorants, they always like clump up. So this is just the Old Spice Fiji with palm tree deodorant and gel. Next, this is more of a COVID thing, but I like to keep a backup mask in my bag. This season it looks like we're gonna have to wear masks again, even though it's my senior year and that kind of sucks. I like to keep a backup one just in case I need it, or in case a girl's like, oh my god, I don't have a mask. Like, these are always good to have. Or sometimes I'll be wearing a mask and it'll get sweaty, and I just don't want to wear it, and I'm like, let me get a new mask. Or I wear a nice mask to school and I'm like, let me wear a practice mask for like volleyball. Lotion and body spray. Oh my gosh, people get stinky, people get ashy. I just think it's always good to keep lotion on hand, and body spray. People will be like, oh my gosh, you got body spray? And I'll just, there you go, you use it. These will not be the ones I'll be using for the actual season, because people love to go through your stuff. So I'll probably get like a scent that I don't really love too much, so that way I can hold on to my good ones, because these are my favorites that I've just been using for myself for a little while. Alright, next thing is hand sanitizer. This is not only a COVID thing, like even not during COVID. For volleyball, we do weight training, we do conditioning, we're also touching a lot of balls and stuff, so it's important to have hand sanitizer just to keep your hands clean. I am a little bit of a germaphobe, but also when like our team goes to the weight room to practice, from where other teams have been in there, the equipment stinks and it'll make your hands stink, so it's just always good to keep a little hand sanitizer on you, and especially since it's COVID, this should be something you have in your volleyball bag. Next thing is gum. People will always be asking you for gum. You're always going to want to have some gum on you. Gum's just an essential for volleyball players, I feel like. Before games I'm chewing gum, during games I'm chewing gum, after games I'm chewing gum. So this is my favorite. It's the extra spearmint. Best flavor, perfect, and it just slides right into your volleyball bag. Easy to keep, easy to use all the time. And then the last thing in this pocket is this little bag right here. This was actually came with a pair of sunglasses my friend got me for my birthday, but I use this to put jewelry in, because as a volleyball player you can't wear jewelry. So sometimes to school I'll wear a nice necklace such as this, or earrings or rings or bracelets, and I want somewhere nice to store it. I don't want to just throw it in my bag, so I put it in this little bag and then put it in with all of that other stuff. Okay, we're finally moving to the last little pockets that are right here in the front. In this first one, I like to keep feminine hygiene products, so tampons and pads. If you're boy watching this, it's fine, but it's always good to have things like that on hand for yourself, but also for other girls as well, just being a team player and all that kind of stuff. And then in my other pocket, there's nothing right now, but typically in there I'll keep like my phone, my beats, things like that. And then of course I keep a water bottle or multiple water bottles in my side pockets. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little what's in my volleyball bag tour. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what you need in your volleyball bag, whether it's for practice club, whether it's for school volleyball, travel, whatever you're doing. I hope this helped you figure out what you need to have in your volleyball bag. I love you guys. Please subscribe if you're interested in more content. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll see you next video. Bye.